What's going on, YouTube? We're Twin Cousins Reptiles, and haven't been really on. I've been checking YouTube a bit, but I haven't really been keeping up with everything. As you guys know, I haven't. I made videos, but I had videos I hadn't posted in a while, ever kind of since that Columbus. But then I think I even posted that one a day or so late. But I am trying to get back into the habit of keeping these videos going. Definitely keep the channel doing well. But a whole lot's been happening. Um, as you guys know, I have been doing the surprise vivarium build. Actually, two builds that I've told you guys about. And right after I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to actually start on the vivarium. I have all the supplies I need up there. I basically just need the time to take out of my busy schedule and just basically do it. So I'm going to start it today. I'm not going to upload that video today because it will take a good few days to make that video. So over the next few days, I'll be building, filming that. But I am here to talk a bit about what's going on with the ball pythons, the geckos, the fire-belly toads that I recently picked up, which I'm really excited about, as well as all my fish stuff that's going on. So yeah, and as always, this is a open live stream, so I will discuss some of that, as well as whatever you guys want to discuss: fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, mammals, anything animal related, or just stuff, even if it's not even, if it's somehow related to the reptile community. If it's about some, I don't know. But anyway, ball pythons are all doing well. I guess I'm just gonna go around the room as I talk, but basically, in the racks, thermostats, Kindu's actually right there against the glass, but right now they're all still ran by heat mats. Thermostat I need to get up and running. These tanks behind me still all unoccupied. Only thing down that has anything in it is down here in the turtle tank. But yeah, not too much has changed with the snakes. But yeah, the vivarium stuff, that's all for the vivarium plus the stuff on top of it. That's a 29 tall. So yeah, a whole lot of supplies for that. I am going to be making a background, so I do have the spray foam as well as the silicone. So yeah, that's what I will be doing with that. Hopefully pretty soon. But it says here one person doing. Didn't mean to flip the. Okay. But the fire-belly toads. How about I actually flip to them, because they are really cool. I know recently, yeah, not too many. You haven't been seeing as many fire-belly toads. For the most part, no one really has been seeing them quite as much in the pet trade. Partially because, like, a lot of the ones that were coming in were imports. There are a lot of them weren't captive bred. These guys, they did say these guys were captive bred in Florida, and I believe that they did. I'm not sure if they did end the ban or not. I know you definitely can transport them across from state to state, but I still don't believe that you are allowed to import them internationally because of risk of the fungal infection, chytrid fungus, which is a very real concern. For the what's going on, God love carpet pythons, talking a bit about the fire-belly toads and the rest of the reptiles. But today is going good. How is your day going, God love carpet pythons? They're settling in. Yeah, all 7 seem to be doing pretty well. Definitely don't want to keep them. So far, so good. Thank you. But yeah, they're settling in. This isn't their. I'm gonna definitely redo this whole thing. 7 in here is really tight. And I know I think one person did comment about the marbles, saying that there's risk of impaction. Those marbles are nearly half their size. I've basically that's their mouth there. These marbles are about as big as them, so there's no risk of impaction with this. Those are mostly just to keep the repti carpet I have in there down. But I really don't even like the way. Yeah, they definitely can't. There's no risk of them swallowing them. So, but I still don't like it too much. That's kind of what I do with whenever I do have like a liner in the tank. I'll just use those large pebbles to kind of keep the liner down. But definitely want to make this a actually like a 50-50 land water type thing. So I will be taking a little bit of the supplies from the vivarium stuff that will just be left over and try to do it out of that. But I want it to be a 20-gallon long instead of this 29, because if you can kind of see, they are kind of all in that one corner. I think there are 3 there right now. But yeah, this is definitely way too tight for them, and they don't have nearly enough places to hide. I have heard some calling actually, and I have seen them breeding. I'm not sure if it's males and females, but I doubt that there are any eggs. I'm not quite sure how old these guys are, but yeah, hopefully I will just try to breed them. From what I've heard, you have to bring the temperature down a bit, then bring it back up, and that's when they'll start to breed, which I haven't done. So hopefully, my goal right now isn't to breed them. At the moment, my goal right now is just to get them settled in, get them into a good enclosure, whether I split them up into 2 different groups or whether if I keep them all together in a 20, maybe a 40 long. Will be interesting though to see them breed. Yep, definitely, yeah. Those are my geckos over there. Sorry about my nose is a little. I'm sounding a little weird because I wasn't sick today. I guess it's I just feel a little congested, but yeah, that's what's going on with them. Actually, I might put this decoration in. Really don't like that one though, because back when I had my other fire bellies, I do believe one escaped from that. Because that one, but the lid wasn't the most secure at that time. So if I do have a very secure top, I will do that. But this is the piece of wood basically, and I just have weights kind of over it. So this isn't the best lid, but it does work and it does keep the humidity well. So I'm probably just gonna redo the lid as well. But first I need to redo the terrarium. So if I do a 20-gallon long, I have a good lid that will fit that well, and I'll probably add that, as well as several other decorations. This tank here, I am sure once you set up for them will be easy. They need to feel safe too. Yeah, definitely. I really, especially when they're moving right in, they definitely won't be breeding. But the fact that I do hear them calling at night and during the day is a good sign. But yeah, my goal right now is just for them to settle in and make sure all are doing healthy. But I do hear at least 2 calling. I'm hoping to have somewhere between 2 to 3 males and the rest females. But I know I have at least 2 males from the sound of the calls. I know I have at least 2 females just by looking at them. Can't really tell all too well. But that one right there, especially a lot of the heavier set ones, you can kind of tell are females. Not all the time, but there's another trick that I will show you guys in a minute. I did check a few of them, but this here, all the betas, I know I had the camera upside down when I did that video, but This tank, I have the baby bettas in here, 5 of the baby betta females, and 4 dwarf frogs. So it's doing pretty well. This tank down here got the gouramis, the serpe, and the plants in there are actually doing pretty well. Really do like this tank. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the stand. Probably get out one of the BPs or geckos. But other than that, I recently also did get those new light fixtures. The way I am going to be doing that, if you can kind of see, I'll kind of have that light go across for the vivarium as well as the aquarium. So one light for both of those. I do have another light over there. Actually, I just got recently 4 of these lights. I found them at a thrift store where they're selling lights with the whole fixture. Let me just get it. So they were selling these whole fixtures for $6 each. So I got 4 of them. I got 1 for Simon's tank, 1 for my guppy tanks in the basement, and 2 for here because I wasn't sure how I was gonna light up both. If I was gonna do, wow, that's a great price. Yeah, that's definitely a really good price. But yeah, for only $6 and a light that works pretty well, always pretty good. That's one thing I always do try to do. Always look for good deals. A lot of the tanks in here I get for some of them just free, just given to me. Or I think the most I spent for a tank was like the dollar per gallon thing that they do at some stores. I think I got a 20 gallon for $20. Most of the tanks I only spend $4, sometimes $8 on. Things get so expensive for our reptiles. Yeah, they definitely do. That's one video I might be doing in the future. I was just thinking about that today. Just doing a video discussing budgeting and trying to, I guess, not get into depth, I guess, on budgeting and finance of the reptile community, but just a bit about the prices, like just, I guess, what am I even saying? I knew I was gonna, what's up, Ponce Reptile Vlog? But about budgeting, finance, I guess that type of stuff I might do a video on. But what's going on, Ponce Reptile Vlog? Haven't been on a live, or I did the 2 videos yesterday, but other than that, haven't done videos in a good 2 weeks. So, but yeah, the leopard gecko seasons officially came to an end. No more hatchlings. The one last egg in the incubator did end up being a bad egg, unfortunately, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Other than that, everything else is going pretty well. Not much, but Kaya and Bella are shedding. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Do they shed in unison? Because I know, like, I've actually caught some of my geckos in the same tanks will actually shed in unison, which is, I do find that a little bit odd. My ball pythons will do that too sometimes. They don't always do it, but I do just kind of find it interesting when multiple, or if not just all from the one tank are shedding. Because it has a brand name associated to reptiles, it will always be expensive. That's why I shop online for things that will just work. They'll work just as well. Yeah. Anything that's brand name definitely will be more expensive. And especially if you go to a pet store, they're going to recommend things that are a lot more expensive. A lot of the methods that I use, and I know a lot of other keepers use, as well as probably some that you use, are a lot cheaper and will save you a lot of money. I think I did one video on how to set up a leopard gecko tank in uh, 40 $50 or less, around that price, not including the gecko. But it just depends on really what you have available to you. Some stuff like paper towels, which you can use in replacement for any type of substrate, you can find pretty much anywhere. But some stuff like different tanks or that type of stuff, you can't always guarantee that you'll find one at a super low price. Because yeah, sometimes I'll be looking for a certain size tank and really can't find one. Right now I'm looking for 20-gallon longs, and I'm looking for good prices, but I really haven't seen any. So I might have to go get another one for the $1 per gallon, which some people consider that pretty cheap. For me, compared to some of the prices I do see, so I guess that's not really expensive, but I do consider that a little expensive. Kaya sheds every 2 weeks, Bella every 3. That's definitely, especially yeah, when they're a lot younger, they will shed a lot more. 20-gallon longs can be found at Walmart for cheap. Yeah, I think. What price do you usually see them at Walmart for? Because I've seen, I think, them for 18 there. I think I've seen them for 20, 28. But I think the 18 was on like a sale of some sort. But I'm probably wrong. I'm not. I don't normally go to Walmart, so I wouldn't know all too well. 20, 28. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I might do a video on that, and how to do different budget, and with just ways to save money as well. Because yeah, if you can do stuff that you can save money, why wouldn't you? As long as but the thing is, you need to know what to do and what not to do, because there are definitely some things that you think will save money that and may end up hurting the health of your animal. So there is a very fine line, actually. But try to save as much money as you can, but you do want to ensure the health of the animal as much as you can. But let me just grab one out of here. But like, for example, I'll use these, like just a bunch of stuff that would get thrown away or recycled. I think this is like this is a lemonade container lid for these containers. And I just kind of use these as their water dishes, and they work pretty well for me. And different people find different things that work well for them. I save money by building Bella's hides from scratch. That's definitely, yeah, different hides, and different ways that you can do that. Definitely saves money. But what else is going on with you guys? Ponce and I think Gotta Love Carpet Pythons are still watching. What's going on? While I'm talking, just so I'm not just kind of talking to the camera, I'm gonna get. Who should I get out? Just getting ready for Christmas at the moment. Yes, always definitely really exciting. Sometimes a little bit stressful, but just got home and saw this, so I clicked. Thanks for clicking, I guess. But thanks for watching the video. that is keeping me rather busy. Yeah, but yeah, Christmas sometimes, um, trying to get everything, uh, and get everything ready, and just organizing events, parties, that type of stuff definitely can cause a lot of chaos and stress. But at the end of it, it all does end up, for the most part, pretty good, at least from my experience of it. I do know some people that will stress a lot about it. Uh, I myself, I do celebrate Christmas, but I haven't even set up the tree yet. That's one thing that we're supposed to be doing later today, but it's the 18th. Still haven't even set up the tree. I am only uploading every second day at the moment. Okay, I probably said I'm only uploading every second every day at the moment. But every second day. Okay, cause I think I saw the one recent video. I don't think it's the last video you made, but maybe I think it's the one before that. But I have just kind of with life haven't I've been taking care of my reptiles, but I haven't really been watching too many of the videos. But I did go through last night and kind of watched a few of them. But I am about to get back into that. My family wanted me to play Santa for a house party. That's definitely really cool. Just finished the enclosure for my beardy and put my shoulder out so I can barely move. LOL. That definitely sounds painful. Yeah. I hope you definitely do start to feel better. It's just for my baby cousin. Why would it not be? Well, that's definitely for kids, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely something they do look forward to. But definitely, saying I don't think I've ever seen too many people dress up like in the Santa suits. But that's definitely a thing, I guess. Some kids um, do. What am I doing? I'm just watching the fire. I'm trying to talk about Santa, but I'm just watching the fire bellies. So why don't you guys, if you want, watch the fire bellies as well? Um, he is terrified of Santa, so I don't know. Some kids love him. Some kids are terrified of him. LOL. But yeah, some people definitely are scared of him as well. But I guess I'll get out one of the BPs. I guess I'll get out one at random. Okay, you're on there. But one of the things I really do like about the snake racks is how easy it is to clean them all. I can just take all three out basically and just kind of clean them all at the same time instead of having to go up and down tanks to clean, which is a lot more difficult. So that's one of the things I do like about the rack system with the snakes. My voice is really off. It wasn't even like this before the video. So what are the genders of the toads? Not too sure of all of them. I know I have at least 2 females and at least 2, possibly 3 males out of 7. So a lot. Some of them I really don't have any clue on yet. But I'm gonna let them settle in a bit more. And after I get the 20 long setup, then I'll look into them a bit more. But I'm just kind of trying to let them settle in right now. Nice. Racks are good for the BP, but not for carpet pythons. Yeah, carpets do climb a bit more too. I'm not too familiar with carpet pythons though. I do know a friend who does keep one. He keeps it. It's not in a rack technically. I'd consider it's about 2 feet high by 4 foot by probably 2 foot back. But he does keep a normal morph carpet python. They need space to climb and move around. Yeah. But yeah, for some it works, some it doesn't. One thing I really don't like to see is red tails as well in racks. I know some people will keep them in racks. I think when they're at a certain age, if it's a certain height rack, that's okay. Not that I'm saying that you shouldn't, but I personally do think that they should be able to climb a good bit, because that is the way they are naturally. They do get to climb a bit. They love to stretch out. Great for baby carpets, the racks, but not for long. They soon start wanting more space. That's pretty similar. I think that's pretty similar to a lot of the red tail, because I don't think I know. I don't think too many people I know I will keep like adult red tails in the racks, but I have seen a few that have. Um, at where I volunteer at, the red tail they keep is in a 8 foot tall by I believe 6 foot across by 4 foot. Um, so basically its own walk-in room type cage. Not actually. I guess it's technically a cage. It's just like a cage room, I guess. Um, that sounds cool. But yeah, hopefully my whole snake room is their climbing space, really. But yeah, hopefully I will. I don't know. I guess it's right after I started live. I started feeling congested. but my reptile room is basically my bedroom, mine as well. But yeah, this is my bedroom as well as my reptile room. Um, my lounge room is the snake's room, lol. I guess this is the main reptile room. I do keep a few reptiles. Sometimes in the basement, I have Simon. I have the fish down there. So that is kind of, and I will have the saltwater tank down there when we do that. But I have one snake in my bedroom at the moment till she is not so sick. Definitely good to quarantine whenever they are sick. So that's definitely, I guess, a good spot for it. I feel it helps to get the animals more used to your presence. That's definitely one. Yeah, it definitely does kind of get them more used to you being around. Um, my snakes would hate being able to see me daily. For the geckos, I guess, yeah, definitely it does help with them, but the snakes, it would stress them out a bit more. Um, but yeah, because the snakes, they definitely don't want to be. The snakes kind of want, at least for the ball pythons, I know definitely would want to hide more, um, and wouldn't want to be super stressed out, and want high traffic. But the geckos, they kind of would get used to it, probably a lot better than the snakes would. But yeah, there are definitely multiple viewpoints on that. Kaya is still a little skittish, but Bella gets really excited when I'm at home. But yeah, I'm gonna put him back and get my entry mail out. Um, Hopefully, I will get more pop ball pythons probably next summer. I'm gonna get 2 more females, and that will probably be about it. I can hold a grand total of 7 BPs if I really had to, but right now I'm just keeping the 3. Um, they get very used to seeing me here every day and wait for me to come in the morning, and then I generally have a couple at the door wanting to come out. LOL. That's what Kindu will sometimes do. Kindu, Kindu, and Yayonde didn't ever. Or Yayonde would do it occasionally, but well, I know Gabon and Kindu, what they did. They basically they had like a door, but they had the lid, so they'd kind of try to come out. So that's basically them wanting to come out and get some exercise. Definitely, now whether or not that's them trying to escape as well, or whether that's them trying to get exercise and come out. Um, I'm really not too sure. Really don't know what's going on in their heads. She'll scratch at the glass facing me and tells me she wants to play. I don't think I've ever had my geckos do that. I don't think. I think I might have had that once, maybe a year or two ago. with one of my geckos. I don't think I've ever had that happen with mine. But definitely sometimes they do like to come. I have some that like to come out a lot more than others. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go get the bond. Get Hyundai away. Yeah. My goal is to get Kaya like that. But yeah, definitely the more you get them out and handle them, the more uh, they'll kind of be used to it. When I first got him, he really didn't. He was okay with being handled, but he really wasn't the fondest of it. Now I've started getting him out a lot more, and he's pretty good. Um, if I don't see you before, hope you have a wonderful Christmas. You two gotta love carpet pythons. But after I finish this live stream, um, he is a nice looking python. Thanks. He's Enchimorph. So basically, it just kind of spreads out the patterns, almost more band-like patterns. It doesn't change the color at all, but definitely one of my favorites. Really do like the way it changes up the pattern. But after I'm done with this live stream, gonna start with that. But you see, you gotta love carpet pythons. Um, okay, but I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna do a video on it. It will probably be. I'll probably release it after it's done. I don't have the plants right now to put in the tank, but I do have essentially everything except for that. Um, so I'm gonna start on the tank and get it started. And I will be doing the phone background, so it will take a good few days just to set this up. But I did want to do it in a way that I would kind of have free time, because it will probably take a good few hours to carve it out, clean it. This definitely isn't. I've heard some people say there's some people who say it's really easy. Some people will make it a lot more complex, more detailed. So it really can be as complex or as simple as you want it to be. Sorry, excuse me. But I do want this to look pretty nice. So I am going to take my time with it and try to make it as nice as I can with the materials given. Um, but yeah. What else is going on? Ponce Reptile Vlog. I currently hear I think that's my trumpers. They're just digging in their humid hide. Finals for school. Yep, it's kind of like at that midpoint in the year. So yeah, definitely a lot of people are having midterms and finals for some classes. Um, but yeah, that's definitely another stressor because some people really don't stress about the holidays at all. I personally am one of those people that I don't stress it all too much until it's probably too late. I'm really guilty of that. Because yeah, like I said, we still haven't set up the tree yet. I'll hope we're planning on doing it today. I might do that today. but I still have to see. It depends on my mom's schedule. But is the 18th only less than a week? I think one week exactly till Christmas. And I take advanced classes, so it's difficult. That's definitely one thing that definitely does make it a lot more difficult. I'm currently taking a honors chemistry class, which is really difficult. Um, I'm not going to discuss it in too much detail, but the way it's being taught isn't quite the best. But I'm trying to make the best out of it, and I'm doing pretty well, I guess. But the whole class is definitely not the best. But yeah, definitely keep that up. If you're taking advanced classes, definitely do as best as you can. Uh, it's all worth it to look good for college. Yep. But I'm about to show you guys my one fish that just came out. That I don't think I got too well on the camera before. So there is the pearl gourami. If you can kind of see him or her. And then those are the other, I think I used to call them the blue. I'm not quite sure how their name is pronounced. And the gold gourami. But yeah, just saw him come out and just kind of wanted to catch it on camera a bit. Sorry. I'm going, wait. Excuse me. I'm going into the zoology program. That's really cool. Definitely zoology. That's what I'm hoping on going into as well. Catfish about 2 years ago, so that's a blast from the past. What type of fish did you keep, Ponce Reptile Vlog? But yeah, zoology, definitely a really cool subject to go into. Within zoology or biology, there are a lot of subdivisions. Um, I'm actually taking a class on getting a degree in zoology, basically, and just talking to. I kept platies and mollies. That's really cool. I used to breed a few platies, and I've kept mollies before as well. Um, Cory catfish. That's definitely an interesting one. Um, that's actually one I haven't ever kept, but I have thought about doing in my one tank. I'm gonna be doing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put that in this tank or when I upgrade the other tank, but or if I'm just not gonna do any Cory cats at all. Um, but yeah, definitely discussing whether to look for a degree specialized, for example, herpetology or aquarist or different branches of aquarium science, marine biology. There are even uh, domestic courses on domestic aquariums and uh, water quality, just a whole lot of different uh, complex, more specialized degrees you could get, or a general degree where it kind of covers it all, and the benefits, the pros and cons to that. So, really interesting. I had a Plica. I had a Plica that still lives, but at another home. I currently have one bristlenose Plico in with that tank that I just showed you. But Plicos are definitely really, really cool. Um, I work at a fish store, so we do have this one tank where we'll sometimes have 2 foot Plico, and we'll have to go in and catch 1.5 to 2 foot almost Plico, which is very interesting. So sometimes just to even see the fish, uh, they're some of them are really cool, very prehistoric looking, and not just the common ones. I think we do occasionally get the other types of plico as well. Um, but yeah, really cool fish. It's hard looking. It's hard. I guess because I'm focusing on like different. Because before I was focusing on the firebelly toads, now I'm looking at the dwarf frogs swimming around. So I guess flip to them now. It got bigger than I anticipated. That's that definitely does happen with a lot of the plicas. Let me see if I can find the guy in here now. No, he's probably behind the log. But, but yeah, definitely the bristlenose plicas stay at 6 inches, so they're pretty good for a lot of aquariums. 20 gallons and up. They like the height. But yeah, let me do a quick feeding. Actually, let me put the BP back. But yeah, just getting a few fish flakes. It's really interesting to watch these guys eat, especially a sarpe. They'll kind of go a little bit below and just kind of jump up there, and it's really interesting to watch. But they're really aggressive eaters. And the gourami just kind of go up there and graze. They're really brightening up. When I got them, some of them weren't the brightest, but they're definitely, since they've been in here, are really bright looking, doing really well. That's one of the things I really do like about Sarpe Tetra. Just by how vivid they are, you can kind of tell how healthy they are. That's good that they are aggressive eaters. Yep. But yeah, this tank is doing really, really well. least healthy fish in this tank, I guess, is probably the gold gourami. And I think that's just the other two gouramis are just growing a lot more and a lot faster than the gold gourami, which is making it look disproportional to me, I guess. But it's still really healthy. I'm doing really well. I think its tail also got beat up a bit by the other two. But other than that, pretty much everything in here is doing as well as it could do. Only have 2 bleeding heart tetra in here, but they do kind of swim into serpe, but they are starting to get a bit bigger than them. So hopefully we'll get a few more bleeding hearts, quarantine them, and put them in here. But yeah, in this tank, the baby bettas don't really come straight to the top most of the time, but they'll kind of find the food whenever they kind of see it. So yeah, I have 6 baby bettas in here. Not 6, 5. But I think there's one swimming right there. But the goal is that it will be a betta sorority, which I have kept 2 sororities prior to this. There's one. But they're starting to grow up a bit more, but still aren't fully grown. In reference to size, that's how big it is, I guess. There's another one. Kind of see it right there. But yeah, really liking both of these tanks. This tank down there isn't really at all a display tank. Might add a few more decorations to it. But in here, the razorback musk kind of depleted the guppy's population. I do kind of have a guppy of interesting tail pattern in there, which I haven't seen anywhere else, which is kind of neat. I'm not sure if it's just a injury it got from, I guess, other guppies or what it is, but yeah. But make sure to hit that like button. Not sure how much longer I'm going to stay on here. Because I will start the vivarium. My phone's on 14%. Is on like 72% when I start it. But I guess I'll go to a full hour. We're at 54 minutes almost now. So, but what other were those the only fishes you keep, or did you keep any other fish? Ponce Reptile Vlog. Just fed the guppies. I do have a few females that are not quite ready to give birth yet, but are starting to plump up. Before I did this, just did a complete chain cleaning of all the leopard gecko stuff. Ball python tanks. Don't really need all too much. I just went through their tanks 3 days ago. I think that was the third time since I got the racks doing their tanks, which I really do like now because it's a lot easier than having to go through each tank, opening up the lid and all that. I could just take out all the racks, put them on the floor side by side, put all the pythons in one, I guess, while I clean the other ones, or even just kind of have them out, just getting some exercise, just clean, and then just put them back after work. Instead of having to clean all of them in, just clean them all at one time instead of having to go do kindus, do yeondes, individually. But yeah. No, just the ones I listed. Girl Gamer 559. Hey, what's going on? Gamer Girl 5. Okay. It's Solar the Hedgehog. But yeah, we're just kind of ending up this live. But yeah, we will be doing. Hopefully, we'll be getting that vivarium build to you guys before the holiday season. But that's what I'm going to be doing. But before I go, you guys have 3 minutes to tell me one thing that you're gonna do positive to help the community today or in the next, I guess before the end of the year. Tell me one thing positive either that happened or one thing that you're gonna do positive to help the community, no matter how big or small. Or one thing you learned from learned this week from someone in the reptile, fish, amphibian community, or independently even, or just one thing interesting that happened this week. Ponce Reptile Vlog. I actually inspired some kids at my school to keep leopard geckos. Really cool. Definitely getting other people into reptiles. Definitely really good. Showed them mine and they got interested. That's definitely really cool. But yeah, just try to educate people and show them some really cool reptiles. And we have more people that are into reptiles. So yeah, it's definitely a really good thing. Ponce Reptile Vlog. Really cool. But yeah, we're going to end off on the firebelly toads. It's one of the other things I want to do is use my animals as inspiration for others. Yeah, definitely using animals as ambassadors and for educating people about animals in the wild, animals in captivity, different morphs, the reptile community. All that really definitely does help and gets more people, sparks their interest, and really just kind of kicks off their, it can kick off their start to zoology, reptile keeping. So yeah, it is hit 1 hour. So guys, definitely whoever's watching, go subscribe to Ponce Reptile Vlogs and Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. Thanks for watching for a whole hour, some of you guys. Have a good holiday season. I'll definitely try to do another live before Christmas and Christmas Eve sets in. Possibly this Saturday I might do a live. I'm not sure if it will be on Instagram or on YouTube, but we'll try to do another live then. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and bye.